when I was growing up, we didn't have any artwork. We didn't have any anything to create. You know what you have in mind. So I used to use little cardboard paper or pilot biscuit paper and do my drawings on them. And then after I do my drawings on them, I give them to my mom, and she'll use them for starting the fire. That's how I don't know how I learned to draw or from where. I know it was from my auntie, my grandpa, my dad. But, it's just like it was in me all the time. So, and like, I used to always want to help create. When I saw watch my dad doing his stone cuts and that, I'd just sit there and ask him if I could help. And he'll tell me when I would help. Yeah. It was Father Tardy when he started seeing my drawings. He started asking me to draw, for the co-op, for the arts and crafts. So I started then, and then I started after I started. He started seeing my drawings. He started asking me if I could put my drawings into printmaking. So that's when I started, and my instructor was Harry Igutta, and he was one of the he was really patient, and he was really calm, and he was really comical at times. If I make a mistake, he was never ever angry. He just laughed and tell me to redo it again. And that's the way I learned. And he showed me how to stencil print, and that was really, really cool because it's freehand. It's not like woodcut or what do you call it?
Stone cut.
Yes, stone cut, those stuff. So to me it was a lot freer to work on, with my hands to do the shadings and the shapes and that. And I liked it stencil printing. Even though I like doing woodcut, stone cut, lithography and those things, but it's stencil I like to do. From Harry, he was my instructor in doing, my stone cut was my dad, but Harry was taught me woodcut and stencil print. There was one real big one that I was making with my brother, David, before he passed away. But he passed away before we finished it, and I finished it. It's something about tracks, bear tracks. Yes, it's a real big one. That one I love. We decided it was, I didn't really do a drawing of bear tracks. We just kind of sketched it out, I think, onto the wood, and then we started carving, me and my brother. And it took us a while because, it's really big. And the depth, we didn't know the depth, because that was our first woodcut. We didn't know how deep we were supposed to cut into, and, what parts we should take off, and, how thin we should make the lines, those kind of things. So that's one of the things that we had to talk about before we start. And we got it started, but during the summer it kind of slacked off, and we slowed down. And I couldn't get it started for a while after I came back, because it kept reminding me of my brother for a while. So I just left it, and then slowly I started thinking about, I should finish it. He might want me to finish it and see how it looked, see how it turned out. And then it became fun, just wanting to see the finished product of what we started. And then I got it finished, and that was one of the pieces I really liked. Yeah. Like when you're out hunting, You see, when you see children, they don't worry about anything. They don't worry about what's scary, what's bad, they are told that, and like who you can be with, who's what you can touch, and little kids are free. They want to do what they want to do. They love everything. They like everything. So, like even dogs, anything is, it's so cute to them. They're nice to them. They're not scared. So it's like you can make friends with, any animal. Every artwork that I do has a story.
Yeah.
Frustrated Fisherman, when you go out fishing, um, there are times the fish are biting and you're trying to pull them up, but they come off, just before you pull them up. And it's really frustrating when that keeps happening. So when you finally get one up, out of the fish hole, then you get excited. You say, I got one. So that's the part where I thought of it, where like when you're fishing and your fish are dropping, you're not biting, as good as they should bite the hook, and before you pull them up, they come off, and it's kind of frustrating. When you want to see something, when you start on a project, and you want to see it finished, cause you can see it in your mind, and that keeps you going. That gives you the inspiration of, I gotta get it finished.